Ms. Hector,
Yes.
how did you enjoy this year's NAN convention?
I enjoyed it 110%, as I always do. I think that a lot comes out of it each and every time. And this year, I know that the youth were really hands-on. Normally, every year, we're really behind the scenes. We might do a panel or two. We might be on the Measure the Movement. But this year, we did several panels. This year, some of our young people won awards. This year, I think that the adults really got to see that National Action Network's youth movement are really serious, and we're really ready and willing to really grab that baton that people like C.T. Vivian, who was there today, Reverend Sharpton, Joseph Lowry, and Reverend Justin Jackson are willing to pass.
Now, most movements throughout history have been led by young people.
Yes.
What do you feel that young African Americans can do to improve the quality of life for their community?
I think that young African Americans can, one, really value themselves and value life. Nothing's ever going to change unless we start to really reevaluate ourselves as young people, value life, value education. One young man was talking about education at the NAN Youth Move panel. We really have to value life, and that won't happen until the generations before us really encourage us and motivate us, I think, as they should. And I think that's when we'll start to see change in young people. So then they'll start to do things that the adults want us to do.
Now, you being a young African American woman,
Yes.
do you feel at all pressure to, I should say, do you feel a double whammy? Do you feel that you live in a racist as well as a sexist society? What do you encounter, you as a teenage young African American woman?
I really am not really, with my generation, racism is really starting to deteriorate with my generation, as it being 2013. But there are still some issues that really do have to do with race. I do like to stay far away from race, because we have different chapters from different cultures, creeds, in different societies. But we are really living in a sexist world. Me being in a leadership position and having so many powerful young men in the organization, it does sometimes get a little overwhelming, and they're still boys, and so they feel like they do know it all because I am a girl. They don't think that I can hold my own, or they don't really want to take my criticism, but they do. Because I am National Youth Director, and I just really want them to know, like, I'm a woman, but I still need your support. I still need your advice. What do you think we should do? Because at the end of the day, when it comes to issues such as the stop and frisk, when it comes to issues such as the stand your ground gun laws, it really does affect them. And so I do take their criticism, and I do like to listen to what they do have to say. And we are living in a sexist society. But I think that racism is really starting to die down when it comes to my generation, maybe not the generations above us.
All right, we thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me, and I've seen you on Facebook, I've seen you everywhere, and I'm just really glad to meet you today.